How lucky am I? Well, believe it or not, it's only just after 2, about 10 past 2. Now at 1:30, Chick and I went out, bought some bananas for the goats up the road, and we're just looking out saying, God, it's going to be a bloody hot afternoon out there for me today. So we got back, unloaded bananas, we got the goats up our back paddock so they can eat all the hairy balls, and down she comes. Durian has fallen down from the tree, how it's split. So I got 2 other big durians that weren't split, but she's tethered, absolutely tethered that one. They're from the other trees on the farm. So it's a quiet smell durian, you know. But believe it or not, I have tried it, yes, and yes, it does taste okay. I see why they go crazy on buying this shit, you know. Amazing. But Chick's going to lock the goats back in again, so I'm saying we're going to have to go out and get a heap of branches because the ground's going to be too wet for them now. Look at it. That is 10 minutes of rain. FND. Well, look at this, guys. This is 40 minutes later. Have a look at it. 40 minutes later. Can you believe this shit? Hey? Can you fucking believe this shit? This is 40 minutes later. Did I tell you it was 40 minutes later? So anyway, Chick and I, the goats can't go out now. It's too wet. The ground's all wet. The leaves are wet. Everything's wet. So that means we're going to have to go out and
get goat food.
Get goat food. So we're going to have to go out and get some now. So let's go. Bastard. Alright, so we've just come from our place up over there. We've come over to here. And we've just seen the people in the house here. If we can cut this. And they said, yeah, go for it, baby. So we're going to get this for the goats. Right, so we got a whole heap here. This will go very good. This, we couldn't get this before in the old days because this road was all dirt and it was all just covered in dust. So it was no good to us whatsoever. So we used to just drive past it every day. We went up here and we'd go, what a waste. Couldn't use it whatsoever. But now they got the cement road in, which they put in a few months back now. It's quite good for us. It's quite good.
And I'm gonna be buying some.
Okay. Alright, Chick is going buying. So she asked these people what they've got, and they said no, they don't own it, it belongs over the road. So she's getting these things here. These things. They give her one to test to see if she likes it. It's sort of like, oh, I remember those in Thailand. Those ones. Right, so that's all done. Let's head back home.
Love this mangosteen so much.
Ah. There's Bob's girlfriend's over there. When we come here with Bob, one day we pass by and we normally get a lot of bananas from them as well, we buy. And the old ladies were like, whoa. I looked at Bob and I go, very handsome.
Very handsome man.
Very handsome man. They like Bob. So now the saying is when we need bananas, need to buy bananas, Chick will say, we'll go up to Bob's girlfriend's place now. This is what we say. Ha 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 ha. Right, we go through here. Now, they built some pig pens up here on the left, some small ones, backyard raisers, and they've got the outlets for washing all the shit directly down into the creek. Now, I know that when I done my research, no pig pens can have a discharge onto any creeks. Hello!
Yeah, they should have drawn something down.
And see, that's where they wash all their clothes and everything up there, and they've got the pig one running straight into it. Right, wash your clothes full of shit, man, you know? Full of shit.
And sometimes also their buffalo is there.
It's tied up as well. So when they finish this, every year or so, every couple of years, they do more concreting. So one day, in the near future, not when I'm alive, this will be concreted all the way through here, which would be bloody good. Bloody good, mate. Is the fish man, is it, hun?
Yeah.
There's a fish man.
Not fresh looking.
Not fresh looking, no good.
No more blue.
These all the boys from the hood. Hey boys! Right, so the packing house is here, the big tree. This is where we turn left. Is that Buck's van? On the top? One of his?
Yeah.
Ah.
Ahan. Stop. And we go there just to check where we can get next time.
Okay. Okay. There's a nice big pig farm in there. I don't know how they went with the swine flu, but they've netted it all off now, the same as we did. I can see they've got all the netting around it all. Wow. So, looks like the advice from the ag people, net it all off to keep the birds out. As I said, the chickens being in there is not an issue. It's the birds that are from outside the farm that go in there. That's the problem. That's the problem. A little look around for you guys while we're driving so you can see what's here.
That's from Wilcox.
Yeah.
So many.
That's one of the guys, the mechanic who worked on our vehicle. That's one of his vans that he sold. He does a very good job actually. Very, very good job.
Yeah, and he gives really a fair price. Not as expensive as those places I've checked.
Because Earl Wilcox, same last name though, Dave, is he put his van in because he had a lot of mechanicals to be done, and so they come and picked it up out of his place, done all the work on it, took it back, and when they presented him the bill, he thought it was just the bill with every receipt for all the parts and the labour, all the receipts, and Earl said that was just too cheap, and he gave him a tip in near, was it 1,500?
I think it doubled.
Yeah, so he's sort of like, here's 1,500 as a tip, because he was very pleased with the work, but also the pricing was right. It's not one of these ones who say, oh, you need this, you need that, you know, and it's sort of like, bullshit, man. As my Sri Lankan mate used to say, oh, bullshit, man, him, William. Yeah, bullshit, man.
So they turn all the sides into cornfields and
All into corn.
yeah, so we cannot get anymore.
Now, down that road there, where we go, we turn left up to our place, there's a Airbnb that Chick and I are going to go and check out tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's only just down the road there, believe it or not. And we found it in today's searching for when groups of people want to come to the farm and stay over. We don't have the accommodation. However, there's one that we found that said Carmen, so we thought, oh, well, we'll see where it is. And bugging me dead, we spoke to them today, and they're only just down the road there. A couple of Ks. Well, fuck my dog, how easy is that? Right, so here we are behind our place. This is the road that goes into the estate here. This is their road, so they've put that little drain thing in there, and that's supposed to be the road that goes down there. There's no drain across the other side. There's a big drain there, but there's nothing there down the other side. But that's supposed to be the road into the estate. That's the tin shed there that you can see where I walk the goats. And that's where I walk the goats, is all behind there, all behind those trees. And that's where the squatters are, down in here along this tree line here. So one day, inshallah, all this will be done. One day. You know, it's not like Thailand where it would have been done 50 years ago. No, no, no. Here's a squatter mechanic, look.
Who he's smiling at?
It's, I don't know.
His imaginary friend.
It's like imaginary friends.
Imaginary crowd.
They concreted this part here, but they made it so low it just floods. So I don't think they're going to get a contract again, these guys.
But the thing is, when they dig for the drain, they pour it in this road. That's why this is covered with all these.
So all this corn here, this is what people grow on the side of the roads. That's the stuff that we buy off of the houses back there. That's what they harvest. Right. So they utilise everything here growing on the side of the road. The whole lot, look. So there you go, guys. We'll turn left here and go to our house. Oh. Look at this. This is a beautiful road. I think once a year they run a grader through it. Once a year. Now the other day when it was raining, right, when all the kids were coming home from school, they walked in the rain all from here, from the school which is behind me a mile. They walk all the way down on these roads here, all through the wet, pissing down with rain, and there's all the kiddies walking. It's incredible, seriously. And some of them walk a long way too, like Pocahontas kids. They're way down the other end, way down the other end. It's a long walk for these kids, long walk. Oh, my guts are still sore, this bumps are getting me. Okay, so come along here, every second house has a sari-sari store. Every third house is a church in the Philippines. Sari-sari stores.
And then another
sari-sari stores.
There.
Another big one down the back there. Hello. Hey.
It's not a kid.
I know, darling. So this is where we get our gasoline from. Oi!
Hello, doggy. Sam's friend.
Sam's friend, yes. Well, so when we were here, when we first checked out land, this was all rice paddocks all through here.
Yeah.
And we had photographs of Mum standing where the house is now and looking inwards, and her back is towards this, and it was all rice paddocks with rice growing about a foot high. And then they turned it into corn, then they turned it into bananas, and now they're growing, what are they growing now?
Nothing, coconut.
You've got coconut trees. Oi! Yeah, everywhere we go, everyone yells out to us. Everyone always yells out, oi! Right, so
Americano.
here we go. This is our little house here, look. Welcome to our little, look at all the rubbish down the street from all these lovely little kids.
So many rubbish. Hello.
Rubbish there is incredible. Amazes me that, you know, the Philippines is such a beautiful place, people will tell you. They don't tell you the rubbish fucking everywhere. Because they're not taught. The parents just throw their rubbish on the ground, so the kids do exactly the same. You know? I remember when I was at one person's house and we took some snacks for their kids and they just opened them up, were eating them and just threw them straight on the floor inside the house. Fuck my dog. Serious. Alright, let's go up and get the gates done. So I hope you've enjoyed our little drive around this afternoon. We all got wet. Oh. Oh. Come on, Mama. Mama. Come on, big girl. Come on, turkeys. Alright. So we'll drive all the way through to the gatehouse so Chick doesn't have to wheelbarrow it.
Yeah.
And oh, look at that beautiful pig pen. Who lives here, I wonder?
Yes.
Okay, open the gate up the other way, Dales, on the outward way. So you hit your automatic gate opener. Beep. And gates are making so much bloody noise. Oh, look at this chocolatey one here. That was one of Parrot's babies. Is that one there? The grey's always Parrot's babies. Oh. Okay. Keep the momentum going, will you? Oh, fucking gates. Well, see, this used to all be banana plantation, guys. Just like Mary Lou's next door. Just like that. Alright guys, thanks for watching us today. Just to give you a little look around the area so you can say, geez, that looks fucking nice, doesn't it? Well, hope you did. Alright guys, I'll catch you later on. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. Bye. Buy them if you can't.